Welcome to the course preview for GT Bray Disc Golf Course. GT Bray is a short 18-hole course established in 2016 in a city park in West Bradenton, Florida, a suburb of Tampa. The original course designer is Hall of Famer Tim Willis. Since then, Ryan Hauser and Gavin Rathbun have made several revisions to the course, and those two, as well as Alex Russell and Cam Messerschmidt, have been adding longer tee paths as time has gone by. The course has tee signs, nice grippy concrete tee pads that look fairly new as of this video, and Mach 5 baskets. The course is very flat and cart friendly. All of the holes are par 3s, and lengths range from roughly 200 feet to about 400 feet, with the total course length coming in at about 5,300 feet. I would say that this course is pretty heavily wooded. About half of the holes will challenge you with lots of trees, mostly oaks, while the other half are more open. However, even most of the more open holes will still present some trees you'll have to deal with. As this is a neighborhood park with walking trails, please be mindful of the walkers and yield to them. There are several mandos in place to protect the walkers, and all paved pathways and beyond play as OB. As you enter the property from 51st Street West, stay to your left and continue along the dirt road that goes along the canal. You will find the first hole near the end of that road by the final pavilion that you come to. There's a clean, well-maintained restroom near the park entrance. And a feature I found very cool was a locked, slotted cage where lost and found discs can be dropped. These discs are collected and taken to the local disc golf store, Double Eagle Disc Golf, where they can be retrieved by the happy and grateful owner. There's a great disc golf community in this area. Ryan Hauser, owner of the aforementioned Double Eagle Disc Golf Shop, runs tournaments in this area. Pro disc golfers Alex Russell, Gavin Rathbun, Cam Messerschmidt, and several others are known to hang out in the area during the off-season. If you're interested in getting lessons from one of these guys, contact Double Eagle Disc Golf and you can schedule a time through the store. This is a sketch called Mount Crushmore, created by local artist and disc golfer Todd Krager to commemorate some of the players who spend their off seasons in the Bradenton area and have made a pretty powerful impact on the disc golf scene there. This dude is an amazing talent. And one last shout out. Donnie runs the maintenance crew that takes care of the courses and the parks in Bradenton. He and his crew do a remarkable job and keep things in tip-top shape. And now, without further ado, let's get to the course. Hole number 1 gets you right into the woods here. There is a hyzer line off to your right. It's a tough one. There's a mando tree here coming up that you have to be on the right side of. Other than that, most people are just taking this straight line or a little bit to the left of that Y tree, which happens to catch all of my discs, and comes into the green here. You've got path pretty close to the green, so you're going to have to be careful of that coming in. Hole number 2 goes along the corner of the park. You see the fence on the right there. A line of trees here waiting to introduce themselves to your disc. If you're fortunate enough to get through there, then it's really not a very difficult shot coming into the elevated green here. Hole number 3, there's a mando you will see approaching just to the left of center on the screen there. It's kind of a 50-50 if you want to throw a backhand and go around to the right there, or you need to clear this mando to the right and take this route that the drone is taking, really whichever you're more comfortable with. Come around behind this banyan tree, and again, careful of the OB back behind the basket here. Hole number 4 has really what I think is just a beautiful fairway and a very clear fairway. You want to just head right up the middle here. There aren't too many trees that are going to catch you early on unless you really throw an errant shot. But once you get into here, there's quite a few small ones waiting to grab you. Path a little bit behind the basket to the right there. Hole number 5 also has a forehand line you can take off to the left there. Again, that's probably the exception. Most people are going to follow the path of the drone here on this 253-foot par 3. It is really just a kind of a stock hyzer shot, and nice if you can catch a skip and have it jump into the green here. On hole number 6, we break out of the woods and out into this open field. We'll take one shot down and then one hole coming back. There's normally a line in tournaments that'll be down the middle of this field, so you can't throw as far left as you want. And then off on the right here, if you get past the cut grass, there is an OB line that goes into that drop off you see to the right, so be careful of that. But you've got a fair amount of room coming into this par 3. Then coming back, you have a canal to your right. You see the water there, so you want to stay out of there. This, I believe, is the longest hole on the course. A decent tug, really fairly open. You've got the OB left, OB right, but it's fairly wide. Big tree, path behind that's OB, but fairly easy. 3 or 2 if you've got a bigger arm. On hole number 8, after our brief respite from the woods, out in the open field, we're back into the woods here. And we tee off here, this 293-foot par 3. Easy to get this far, but as you see, there's plenty of guys to grab your discs coming in. I've seen guys throw rollers successfully on this, and here's your green here. On number 9, you will actually walk back from the green on number 8 and be throwing the same direction that you threw on number 8. This is a little shorter one, fairly straightforward one, well-defined fairway going right up the middle. This one will have a path back behind to the left, pretty close, so you gotta be careful on that one. Hole number 10 is another one of those holes that's kind of 50-50 right or left. Either line is fine. You have to really throw a flex if you're going to throw a shot off to the right. This is a nice forehand line if you're a right-hander coming down this way. So we'll take the drone this way. And on this one, the path back behind is not, it's the dirt road that you drive in on. So it is not OB. If you happen to get up there, you're still in play. Hole number 11 is right next to hole number 1, kind of going the same direction. Just a gradual little fairway that it's going to drift off to the right. Nice little forehand, feels like an approach shot. 286 coming into your green here. Hole number 12, you will walk off to the right, and it's right next to the pavilion here. And now we'll start to get out of the main part of the woodedness. You have to get past this path that we're going over right now, or it is considered OB, and you have to go back to the short tee pad. Other than that, fairly straightforward, kind of picturesque green coming in here. And similar to 12, hole number 13 does have a minimum as far as length goes. You need to get over the road, or it is an OB shot. Fairly short shot coming in here with the road back behind. And again, really a straight shot or a forehand that's going to come left to right and enter in is both will work on this hole. Hole number 14. This is a fun one and the shortest hole on the course. You again need to get over the road or you'll go OB. This is an island hole, and so it's pretty well defined by these rocks. In a tournament you'll have a line there, and just off to the left here, right about now, is a little spot that's scraped up for a drop zone if you fail to make the island. Now following 14, you will walk back to the road that you came in on, and there's a little bridge that will take you over across the canal, and 15, 16, and 17 will be over on this side of the canal. Hole 15 at 248 is a pretty straightaway shot. You do have trouble on the left if you happen to saw it off. There is the canal there, again along that road that you drove in on. You come into your green here. It's also a pretty good drop off back behind the basket if you go strong. Hole 16, you will see the Mando off to your right. You need to go left of that Mando. So some people choose to go to the gap that is right next to the Mando tree. I think most would probably take this gap that the drone is flying through. Try and get out of the woods. That leaves you an easy approach shot. Got to be a little careful of the parking lot, which is OB, but other than that, fairly straightforward hole. Hole 17 is the final hole of the three that are on this side of the bridge. There are no Mandos. You see the walking path on the left, that is out of bounds, but other than that, no Mandos. This is a very well guarded green. Not too tough to get past this, about the halfway point, but then you start coming into all kinds of very narrow approaches into the green. Really fun hole to play. And here you're coming into the green now. Now following hole 17, you will walk straight ahead and back over the bridge and stay on the trail. It'll go to the left a little bit, and that will take you to this tee pad, hole number 18. It is a double Mando. You're going through the double Mando trees right there. And plenty of guys to catch you also coming in here, but hole 18 is very birdieable if you can get through things clean. Coming into your green here. Thanks so much for watching, and get out here and play Bray. It's a great course.